plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And this is a guy straight out of college. They're not going to try to groom for a year or two. They want him to produce right away.
That's why they took him in the first round. They expect him to be a starter right away and a future all-pro. So they don't have any time to wait for him to come along. They want him to play right now to help this team.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
And this is going to be incomplete. And the Rams getting set to go now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Nick Kwiatkowski leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. 23 yards on the play. Talking about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
No one made it into the red zone fewer times than the Rams last year, 32nd in the NFL. But they're here now with a 1st and 10. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And power running here. Down to the 6-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Breaks a tackle, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Todd Gurley, a 6-yard. Now coming out on the field. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well. Where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball.
A leader, right?
To make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On first down, it's Gurley. Good running. Going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
He'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Barkevious Mingo. Coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened. Fast and a big sack. He's going to air it out deep for Wood. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his first touchdown as a member of the Rams. Scoreboard comes from Green Bay. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. Russell Wilson with 1 touchdown pass thus far. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. Now, hold on a second. Why would they... And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Gurley. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down.
Back now in Los Angeles. Now back to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
They got a man. It's Woods. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Now Gurley. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Field, here comes Los Angeles. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Woods has it complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick out. Things that they consider safe.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Stop. Shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Here's Gurley. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sean Spence able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jabal Sheard in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Looking to throw. Dancing to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll declare. Around the NFL, they're in the fourth now in Green Bay. Quite a bit of offense in that one with the Packers swinging back in front. Aaron Rodgers, the star there, he threw for over 400 yards. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for L.A., that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Washington Redskins come to town. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.